What specific method or channel did you use to find your first lead?
Start doing your outreach. I got about out of this maybe about 5 appointments out of that.
Is there any way around it?
I think in the end, no, you don't want them to promise something that you can't deliver, right?
Yeah.
Or
Love the feedback angle on your outreach.
and where I'm getting most of the clients through now.
So, first question then, what specific method or channel did you use to find your first lead?
So my first lead was actually through a community that I'm part in. So when I started this journey about a year ago, I was part of an idea accelerator that I had applied to. And back then when I applied to that, it was more, I wasn't fully into voice AI yet, but I knew I
Mhm.
wanted to do something with voice AI. I got in there. They gave me a $5,000 Pebble Fund to experiment
Oh, nice.
and to kind of find my niche and start building my business. And actually through that community, I got my first client. So what I did is I built a voice AI demo, among other AI demos, so the text-based ones. And it was really, you remember, it wasn't Vappy. It was a simple, I think, plumber, like an inbound agent.
Nice.
And I just posted a number in our Slack community and had people try it out. And that got a lot of interest because everybody was super excited of how human-like it sounds and everything.
Nice.
And that's what brought me my very first client.
Okay. So, I guess the question leading on from that would be, how can I get into this community? Because it seems like they gave you $5,000 credit, so everyone would be like, "Oh, God, I want in on that." I'm guessing that's not a thing that would happen usually, right?
No, not.
Yeah.
I got got lucky. I think that they came to Chicago that year, and it was a general idea accelerator that you can apply to if you're in the idea stage and don't have a business yet.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you're lucky to get accepted, like I did, then you get that $5,000 Pebble Fund. You have to request to say, okay, those are the experiments I want to run and outline it and everything, and then they approve it. And you can buy like the tools that you need to do. In my case,
Mhm.
what I used them for, and that's how I then got the next client after that was to run ads.
Oh,
So
shit. Okay.
I spent about $500 in Facebook lead ads. And before I started the ads, actually, I built a simple lead qualification agent that can basically do the setting for me like a setter would. So I ran lead ads. Then the moment they opted in, I called them,
Mhm.
talked with them, qualified them, asked them some questions about their business, gave them a pitch. Hey, here's how voice AI can help you. You want to book an appointment, and then book them onto a discovery call with me. I got about out of this $500, maybe about 5 appointments out of that with people that were interested. Which I think two of them led to actual proposals being sent out. Directly out of those, I did not close the client. However, some of them gave me permissions to use their recordings of the conversation that they had with my AI. And the recording was perfect because in that recording, the agent handled interruptions perfectly. It explained everything perfectly.
Mhm.
It was really like, I had like 2 call recordings that were perfect. The other one, the guy didn't even realize he was talking to AI at first. Like, so the AI was
Awesome.
talking to him, qualifying him, and then to the end, he was like, "Wait, are you an AI?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course I I am." And he like on the phone, like super emotional, like freaking out. It's like, "Oh wow, crazy that you're AI." And then talking to his buddy next to him was like, "Oh, did you hear that? That was all AI." How
Oh,
crazy
shit.
is that? So it was a really great video that I then turned into one of those was Reads.io. I turned it into like a simple YouTube video, right, where with subtitles and everything, and that video then had posted again in different communities that I'm part of, like different school communities, different Slack communities. Some of them being around agencies and AIs because I'm coming from the like marketing agency space, and that was then what really got me a lot of interest, and then my next clients thereafter.
Right.
I think there was in the Go High Level Facebook group, somebody had made a post and asked who has the best voice AI. Because at that point, like Go High Level started, like was their voice AI, and people didn't like it in the beginning. And I just commented with the video, and people saw it and they were just excited of how human like it sounds. Because back then, all the demos that you heard, they were just very robotic. And back then I had to focus on like making it sound as human like as possible and as natural as possible.
Awesome.
And out of that one post where I commented, I got like 10 leads or so, or 10 sales calls,
Beautiful.
which some of those turned into paid teaching gigs. So they paid me to teach them how to build that.
Mm-hmm.
It led to another like two proposals. One of them turned into a paying client. But then the biggest result out of that for me was that I found that got attention of my now current business partner, and where I'm getting most of the clients through now. Which is really like, and I think that's also my tip, like to newbies, if you're not really good in sales or lead gen, partner up with someone that is. What happened for me was this person. He is extremely well connected, especially in the corporate space, because he's been a corporate consultant for 30 plus years, and has a very huge network of people that can benefit from AI solutions. And so he brought on a lot of leads for us. I helped him close them, and that's kind of how it all started.
Oh shit. Crazy, crazy. So you started off, let me just see if I could summarize all that. So you joined a like you joined some kind of startup idea grant like thing that gave you 5K. With that money, you ran some ads at some point. You made your own voice AI agent that will then qualify them. But then the cool thing is, the twist is that the voice AI agent was actually the thing you're trying to sell as well.
Yes, correct.
Right. That did help your credibility there. You got some leads from that. And you then posted your stuff on communities from the coolest video that you made of a human like sounding like I think you said plumber. And then you got leads from just showing out your demo, which is what me and Yanis preach quite a lot. Just make a demo and then just show people. That's the main thing. If no one sees it,
Correct.
then yeah, if no one sees it, no one's gonna want you think. Yeah, thanks for sharing on how you got your first lead and then many leads after that. Are you comfortable sharing with one of the first closers you ever got, like how much it was or anything like that, or you don't want to share that? That's fine as well.
Yeah, sure. No, I don't mind sharing. So the very first client I got through that community, that was she paid me $300 a month,
Mhm.
which is she's still paying client as of today.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, so usually with those projects, what happens is if you do a really good job and you put a lot of time and effort into it, they'll become like consistent clients after that. Like there's many upgrades with voice AI. It's not just the voice AI, it's usually an automation and there's usually an upgrade to that. Or there is something else they want every single time. Or maybe there's even a referral to the next job. So yeah, mine was $400 actually. So uh, I just talked to someone else and his was 500. So like we're all in the same range. Anyway, yeah, cool. So any tips for anyone starting out in the space?
Yeah, definitely. So I would definitely always look or reflect what are your skills, what are you good at. If not, develop those skills, either on the sales side, lead gen side, or on the technical side. And then, as you said, like find someone that complements your skills. If you're really good on the technical side, find someone that has a better network, that is good at sales and can bring you leads. If you're really good at sales, then start finding, start doing your outreach. Right, you can
Mhm.
literally cold call, go there out there, cold call
Coco?
businesses,
Yeah,
and then find someone that can help you fulfill those, and find a technical partner.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would say depending on your skill set, just would you say if you are not a salesperson or you don't, let's say you don't like talking to people, right? It might be someone who's starting out, right? What would you would you still say for them just to still to have to go and do the outreach anyway to get the lead? Is there any way around it?
I think in the end, no. And
Yeah.
you laugh that you have that experience too. I mean, I would say I'm a generalist when it comes to sales and marketing and lead gen. I'm doing okay. I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
I can go out there and generate leads and sales for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I don't particularly enjoy it, and I'm not extremely good at it like some other people are. But I'm good enough to like get on a call, on a discovery call, and help my sales guy close a deal. And especially if you're the tech guy, you still have to at least understand sales and lead gen to some part. There's no way to getting around that because
Yeah.
there will be, especially in the beginning, technical questions that are coming up. A sales guy doesn't know those, can't answer them. You don't want him to promise something that you can't deliver, right?
Yeah.
Or to say something that's wrong. So you still need to at least like you still need to be talking to people. There's no way around that.
Yeah, because what ends up happening is even if you have a sales guy, right, and he brings you the lead, and then you guys close them together, you are then left most of the process after that is that like in the case of me and you, Ivo, we then talk to the lead because now our sales guy is doing something else now, or he's getting more leads. It's like now we have to communicate with this person pretty much for the next month or two or more. And if you can't communicate with a person, it makes it really hard to do the project. So communication skills are probably number one here. Even though you don't think you're going to be talking to people, you still are because you still need to talk to your client. And you might get a client that wants a consultation gig, just like you did, right? They'll ask to teach them a thing. You still need to talk to a person. So to go back to my question, can you avoid talking to people? Hell no. You still always will need to. Voice
Obviously,
AI,
what
you're literally helping out. You're literally helping out people, right? With these solutions. So you'll need to be talking to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that the only way around that would be as an employee. If you have the skills and you work for another agency
Yeah.
as freelancer employee, and they have somebody technical that is managing the projects, that could maybe work. But
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to build an own business, no, you need to
Yeah.
you need to be able to talk to people.
Yeah. True. We actually hired like a few devs recently, and you're right. So like I manage the client side of things. They don't talk to the leads or the clients, so that they just do the work pretty much without interacting. Yeah, you're right. So in some cases, yeah, but that you'd have to be hired by someone who's been in the game for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to get other hires, you need to be extremely good at it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. What would you say? And I'm not sure if people would be lucky enough to get like the grant initially. So if you exclude that, what route would you go if you had to within the next month get a lead? Just imagine you have no leads currently. What would you say?
Yeah. If I had not at all. So the first thing as a technical person is again I would build a demo because with voice AI it literally sells itself, right?
Yeah.
You can build a demo. Like if you don't want to talk to people, send people to that to that demo, let that demo talk with them, qualify them. Obviously you need to understand some setting and sales basics that you can build this demo that the demo can actually like interact with them and sell itself. And then I would just try to get the demo out to as many people as possible. And I just go be active in communities where you know your potential clients are, LinkedIn, wherever, and just you can just literally just send it to friends and say like, hey, here I built something cool. Can you try this and give me feedback on that?
Oh, that's
And
a
then
good one.
people drive and then get super excited and maybe they own a business and they're like, okay, can we do this for me? If they don't, you can ask them, do you know maybe someone that could benefit from that? And can you ask them to give me feedback? So that's a route that's been successful for me, just asking about feedback and asking, hey, here, I have something. I'm really curious if you think this could work in your industry or if this could work yeah, for this type of business, or what do you think about it? That that has been working very well.
Love the feedback angle on your outreach. Like, hey, can you help me, give me your opinion on this thing? That's a really good angle. My one was a very similar approach. I just started talking to people, and I just started out, hey, I saw that you just had a baby. How are you doing? Such an amazing job as a mom. Like, or whatever. Something, compliment them.
Right.
And then when they replied, they most likely like to reciprocate that with something. So then they say, oh, how are you going? I'm like, oh, I'm actually starting out this new business. I'm just wondering if you could give me, have a listen to this, see if you think see if you like it. That was my approach. And that then led on to my wife's mum's boyfriend's friend forward that video to their business partner, and that's how I got my first voice out lead. You never know, because like every single person that you forward this to knows at least 5 other people. So like each person you outreach to just grows. It's not like a linear thing. It's hugely exponential. Yeah. So
yeah, and you don't need to necessarily know any business owners yourself.
No.
Obviously, if you have your own network and know more people, it's helpful. It was not the case to me because I'm from Germany originally. I came to the US 5 years ago. I don't know a lot of people here. I don't really have a network here because I've been focusing on being a dad the past 5 years, not
crazy. Yeah.
been really in the business space too much. So I did not really have a network. I don't know a lot of people besides my wife's family.
Yeah.
And the few people that I met here and there. So I really started from zero regarding my network here. So you just go out and build up your network. Any communities that you just join any communities and then share it there.
Crazy. It's inspirational because I know how hard it is being a dad. So, yep. So it must have been hard doing all that, especially starting from not having a bigger network. Yeah. Well, thanks Ivo for sharing all that. Just want to say thanks, man. I'm going to let you in on a secret. The person that I just interviewed, they joined this exact community, Voice AI Bootcamp. It is currently the biggest voice AI educational community in the world. And if you guys don't want to miss out on this golden opportunity, hit that link in the description, and I hope to see you there.